Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling.
Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics.
No chance.
Now it's Messi. Messi running with intent. Akanji cuts it out. He's looking wide. Vitinha. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Gamba Osaka clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Gamba Osaka have reclaimed it. Strokes it back.
Edmilson.
Chance here to counter. And here's Mbappe. Timber. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, delightful ball. And he was alert to it. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And he's running through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Timber. Knocks it out wide. And it's made its way to him. Quality ball. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
And he's found a way past. Mbappe! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pinches it off him. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Kimmich. Passes short and sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That is lovely. In towards the back stick. Gamba Osaka are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Mbappe! Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right! And there is your opener. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
First breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
No, again there's no way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Gamba Osaka have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's neat. Mbappe! And he's quick to get rid. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Messi. That's very neat.
Messi. Oh, look at the space here.
And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yamal. It's Kimmich. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Mbappe. Cruyff. Crosses it in here. Howson gets it away. Vitinha.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kimmich. And here's Mbappe. Thuram. Pirlo. And it's Pirlo. Pirlo. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, well played, well played. Milan still this single goal behind. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution on the field.
Gamba Osaka with the corner.
Messi.
There first.
Number 7, Mbappe. Number 20, Tango. Number 19.
And this
Coming
loose
on the
ball
field,
now, and there's a chase on to
number
retrieve it.
15, George Best. Number 23, Diego Forlan.
Rodri, they've been
Number
denied a
18,
chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Number 4, Mohamed Salah. Substitution in progress.
Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Luis Suarez. Now this could be a chance. Cannavaro can clear it away. And this is it's Luis Suarez! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Hazard chasing after it. Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
And that could set him on his way. And he's heaved it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. That is Hullet. Done delicately. Spread neatly. Milan are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Salah. He's found the way through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Deftly away. Best, a player who needs no introduction. Nice control. Mohamed Salah stood his ground strongly.
Gamba Osaka really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Rodri. Best. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That is ended up in no man's land. Rodri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your final thoughts, Jim?
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change in approach.
Please make sure
That's
to watch
about
the screen
as
for an
inept as they
information
come,
bulletin
and it's
from
no
the regional police
surprise. There are
department.
many...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Varane, his is the name on everybody's lips. Hardly a surprise when you're making your 500th appearance. Quite something, Jim Beglin.
Well, Peter, it's so good to see everyone show the appreciation that's fully deserved. Although I'm sure he himself won't be thinking about that. All he'll be thinking about will be making sure that he ends up on the winning side here.
Mohamed Salah. That's Vieira. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Very nicely done. And it's Vieira. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tries to pass it through. He's onside. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be...
Hazard! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's gone route one. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's looking to catch him up. Mohamed Salah carries the ball down the right. Seedorf gives it back. Oh, that's fabulous. In by Messi. And that should get the job done. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Nicely aimed pass. No goals as yet. Pirlo. Played out to the left flank. And it's Cruyff. That is lovely. And he's played it back. It's a searching... Gets his head on it!
The Netherlands definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Pirlo. Vieira. Oh, that's a very... And Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's taking no chances there. And it's Vieira. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Driving on and making good progress.
Oh, really well played.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Seedorf. Mohamed Salah is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Hullet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now, can they get him away? And the finish! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And this is Hazard. Crosses it in here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Messi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now, he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Mohamed Salah. Vieira. And it's Azar. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dembele. Dembele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shot. Azar! Mohamed Salah. And they can counter here. Dembele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi. Mohamed Salah. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So straight into the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning.
Dembele! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Dembele clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Milan have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Messi. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Hullet. Hullet touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
That's a sharp pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, just skips past his man. Can he finish? Dembele with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And it's Seedorf. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now it's Cruyff. Up towards the front line.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Hazard has crossed into the middle, and this is Mohamed. He's had a shot! And it's hoisted clear.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And this is Hazard. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Hazard. Seedorf. Vieira. And it's Salah. Pirlo wins the duel this time. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Threads one. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, split-second reaction.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Milan
24.
have their third corner.
Ibrahimovic. Numero 20. Numero 17. Numero 22. Hazard. Numero 8.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 10.
Chance! It's a goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So we have the first goal.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. The Netherlands really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Into the last 5 minutes. That pass has been well intercepted. Nedved. Messi.
Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Nunez providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's superb.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Seedorf. Nedved, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Nedved running with intent. He's picked his way through, and it's played in.
Oh, great leap! He's got a goal!
2 up and inch up. And that will be the final act. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a culture player, is he not, Jim? With a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back, Peter, of course, but he has the flexibility, versatility, the confidence and the composure to play centrally too. He's even been known to play as a sweeper at times. No one did zonal marking better than this guy.
Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that's a good ball.
And the finish! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Sporting are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Nesta. And it's Azar. And he's chosen to go back. Rice. And it's Bruno Fernandes. To Bruno Fernandes. Rice. Yamal. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar, very much a man of this moment. He is through here. And this is Azar.
Decent chance! And that's a tidy finish. AC Milan are all square.
That was a given, it always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
He leaps for it.
Caught offside that time. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now he's off and running. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Cruyff. He's got away. Oh, he's been...
And the shot! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Milan with the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ibrahimovic, constantly looking for the ball into the box. Tries to play it through. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Cruyff. Dembele. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Bruno Fernandes. Rodri. Yamal. And it's Rice. To Bruno Fernandes. Ekitike is onto this. Nicely weighted ball. Plenty to aim at here.
And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Sporting drag themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Azar. He's found a way through. Rodri. And that signals the end of the first period. Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 14.
Milan get the ball rolling for the second period.
Número 10. Vão dar os seus lugares.
Passes short and sharp.
Número
Pirlo.
22.
Nicely shaped ball.
Número 20.
Bullet never out of the action for very long. And here's Ibrahimovic. Dembele. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Milan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Ibrahimovic. No way through. Oh, it's Dembele. Bullet. Sporting are looking to break at pace. Hazard gets into a good position. And it's Rodri. And the shot's on here. Rice was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Cruyff. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bullet. And here's Mbappe. Bullet. And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get... Shot, surely! Goal! Sporting! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 17.
Sporting leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Hullet. And it's Nedved. Oh, good spread. Cruyff. Swings in across. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's well spotted. Hullet. Rice conjures time and space where few can. Pirlo powering forward here. Now it's Hullet. Great vision.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That pass has been well intercepted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Chance for a shot!
So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Substituição para o Sporting.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
E vai entrar com o número 3, Vieira. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Thuram is there and he can get that clear. And he can clear it away. Rodri. Azar. He won't be happy with that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Not the most accurate pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Sporting clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just 5 minutes left.
Sporting nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Nedved. Oh, Red, nice interception. Messi. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's cut it out. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum.
守備が結局安定せんもんな。ダメだわ。昔、やったら中盤がちょっとヘボいし。真ん中かな。B2B のやつ攻撃できる方があるもんな。 下間違うて